Gotta put my chair down because I am way too high on the chair. Did not look at that. Where's that little switch? Hello, everybody. I am a professional. So yeah, this is joshscorcher, and today we are doing our patron Pathfinder 2e campaign. This is a horror at Lionsmouth. This is a prequel adventure that I've worked on to kind of lead into Curse of Strahd. So
he says prequel.
Yes, it's a prequel. All right.
Knowing us, it'll probably be an entire campaign.
True.
We'll see. We'll see. There's always something I forget, but whatever. Okay. So that should be working. There we go. All right. Fantastic. Do we have to? Okay, it's not a joshscorcher stream if something doesn't go wrong. Well, yes, something does have to go wrong, but as long as it's something small. But yes, for those who have who are able to count, you might have noticed that we have 2 new members. So apparently, the first session was like so amazing that two more people decided that they had to get in on it. Yeah, so I appreciate your patronage. We have Crimson Rain 1199. Say hello.
Howdy.
And Feline Medusa. Say hello.
Hi, YouTube.
Hello. All right. So, what happened after the wolves last? Oh, well, what we're gonna do is we're going to. I'm gonna do a little opening narration that will not only ease us in. Ghost, you got a little bit of background noise.
Yep, sorry.
Yeah, there's someone talking in your background. But anyways, there's going to be a little opening narration, and which is going to summarize everything. It's also going to kind of ease us into the world. And also, I'm going to say this at the beginning of every single one. If you think you figured it out, if you think you know what's going on, people in the chat, it's like people who are watching this from home. If you think you know what's going on, if you think you figured it out, don't say anything. No spoilers. Do not try to help the players. All right. And thank you. We got a luck at the stars in the chat. Thank you, Cole.
Don't make Josh throw a wrench at me.
Yes, he knows what's going on. He knows this. He was a guinea pig. he was a beta tester. In the name of rarity, no spoilers. Exactly. You know what? I just need to place that as a GIF. I just need to place that as a GIF, or just like as a quick little clip. And I just need to play that at the beginning. No spoilers. And also, another thing. This is a horror session. So I'm just going to warn people right now. There are some things that are going to get a little... Some things are going to get a little uncomfortable. Some things are going to get a little... Some things are going to get a little creepy. And some things are going to get a little disturbing. So, it's literally in the title, horror. So, yeah. If you're uncomfortable with that, it's like there is no shame in backing out. All right. Also, I'm gonna ask the players again. So, I am trying to scare you here. This is a horror campaign. So, I'm trying not to be facetious when I say this, but work with me here.
As long as you don't pull a Five Nights at Freddy.
I'm not gonna jump scare you. I'm not going to jump scare you. Absolutely sincere. It's like this is more This is gonna be more atmospheric horror.
Well, I've been marathoning Game of Thrones with my dad for the past week, so I'm pretty much ready. My favorite kind of horror.
Yes. I mean, I do love a good jump scare, and do love a good monster horror. I mean, one of my favorite movies is Tremors. But I also appreciate a little bit more of the atmospheric stuff. So yes, that's those are all the really things that I need to actually Fire Tower V. I did play FNAF. I just didn't like it. I don't have any problems with it. You can like it. It just ain't for me. All right. So, let's get... Oh, yes. One last thing before we begin. In the journal, and there's a little journal tab at the top. It's in the center. It's got a little parchment on it. There is a basic gameplay little document that you can all see. If you click on it, it'll let you know like basic Foundry controls. So just I'm currently expanding on it. I'll let you guys know things as they become relevant, because this is a new system for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So just trying to ease and just trying to make this as enjoyable experience for everybody. All right. Mm-hmm. So let us begin. Alyara, the catfolk urchin. Daniel, the human scholar. Dara, the puppet magician. Gray, the warrior priest. Johannes, the gnome maverick. Korth, the lizardfolk savage. These vastly different people came together to answer a call from the Church of Lathander. Multiple members of their clergy have gone missing in the seedy town of Lionsmouth. Traveling through the mountains, the group had been beset by wolves, but they were able to convince them to leave the party alone. The wolves have been chasing a house cat named Whiskers, which the party has decided to take into their protection. As they entered the town of Lionsmouth, they were immediately beset by suspicious guards and swindling townsfolk. They were able to secure lodging at the Two Brothers Inn, but not before hearing very strange rumors and stories about the church and mass exodus of animals from the town. Heading to the church, the party ran across the local guards, who suspects that there is a magical trickster in town. Today, their allies increase. For now, welcome back to the horror at Lionsmouth.
Ooh.
All right. I believe when we last left off, we were speaking to the guards.
Yes, the recently appointed Captain the Guard, who apparently had no predecessor.
Mm-hmm. Well then, if that's all we need to talk about, please do not hesitate to let me know if you see anything else unusual. Caius looks over to the doll he just kicked. Other than that, All right. You can tell me anything.
As long as you can remember what came after him, better than you can what came before.
I'll pretend I know what that means. And he walks off with his 2 guards. As he walks off, the guards are the guards are kind of looking more back at you suspiciously, whereas Caius, the guard captain, is not.
We're not telling that man anything, are we?
Oh, definitely not.
Good. Just want to make sure we're on the same page.
So, coming. Say what? What'd you say?
I was going to say, so we should probably check out the church and then maybe head to the Baron.
Yeah.
Sounds like a logical course of events.
I want to look down the well.
All right. You look down. All right.
Actually, come think of it, I'm going to look down as well.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna add you to that.
And I'm going to peer down with my lantern.
Okay.
Where's the bucket, by the way? Is it up top or down below?
It's up top.
Okay.
Okay, so I need to quickly get a perception check from the both of you.
Does my lantern give me a bonus?
Let's see. +1 status bonus to visual perception checks to notice anything that is also within the bright light, and a +1 status bonus to checks to recall knowledge against creatures within the bright light, as the light exposes their true natures. All right. So, just hit the little dice icon in the chat, please.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Oh, yes, by the way, everybody, this is a new session, so everybody's hero points are recharged.
Oh, nice. I never
yay.
used them.
Yes. So, technically the rules are with hero points, for those at home who don't know about Pathfinder 2nd Edition, is that you're technically supposed to get 1 hero point per hour of play, but since we're only playing for about 3 hours, I figured I'd just give you them all at the start and just cut out the middleman.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So, Johannes, you're kind of having a little trouble, but Dara, the light from Johannes's lantern is actually able to illuminate a fair bit for you. You're looking down and, oh man, it is a long way down.
Can I see the bottom or no?
You think you can see the bottom, yeah. There's a little bit of a glint at the bottom, kind of like the reflection of the glint of a top of the water.
Oh, I actually have an idea. I do have a little bit of light magic. Cast it on the bucket, send it all the way down.
Meanwhile,
Down the well.
Meanwhile, Johannes is just rubbing his eyes. Blessed eyesight wasn't what it used to be.
All right. Perception check in the chat for everybody. Oh.
Nope.
All right, Korth, you are mesmerized by Johannes's lantern as usual.
Oh, damn it.
All right, Gray, could you click the dice icon in the chat? Thank you. Wonderful.
Oh, wow.
So Gray is the one who notices this. It's like, Gray, you've been wanting to get to the church for a while, and they're all interested in the well, and you're like, ugh. And you just kind of turn away out of frustration, and then you notice something. There, on one of the roofs, there's a cat, and it's been watching you for a while.
It's not the same. It's not Whiskers, is it?
It is not Whiskers.
Guys,
Yes.
We're being watched.
By what?
I point. Gray points
Ah.
to the cat on the roof.
The cat hops down very, very deftly, and before your eyes... So...
Oh.
Feline, please,
Mm-hmm.
describe your character.
Before your eyes, the cat becomes a woman with blue skin and long blue hair woven with small dried flowers and vines. Angled horns, small but pointy, grow from her forehead. She wears roughly woven clothes in various shades of green and sturdy, well-traveled boots. Her thin, spade-tipped tail drips close to her body like that of more of a chastised hound than a cat. And she has her hands up in the universal gesture for I mean you no harm.
Johannes strides up. I would ask you how long you've been watching us, and if you're a threat. But he gives a little bow. I always pay my due respect to members of the Druidic Order.
You have my thanks, and my word that I haven't been watching you for all that long. Actually, I've... a matter of seconds, if anything. It's just you don't see many groups around here.
I do have to ask if you have a friend or foe, though.
I promise that I mean you no harm. And that is all I can say.
Has the Church of Lathander sent you?
No. Nobody sent me.
They're
I
not
found my
very...
own-
They're not very fond of magic users in this town.
All right. Sense motive from Gray. Click the little perception button in the chat there. Yeah. Clay, there we go.
Ooh.
All right. Let's see. All right. How do I turn on? Okay. I should probably do that. So, 1 second. So, we have so Gray, you're studying this woman, you know, kind of up and down, and she doesn't appear to be lying. You don't think she's telling the whole truth, obviously, but because what person just completely dumps their life story to the first people they meet? But you don't sense any ill intent from her.
Wait, people don't dump their entire life story the first time they meet?
I
That's all I hear at confession.
I forgot your character is sheltered.
Also, he has a long experience with confessionals, and that's kind of all he knows.
All right, so let me rephrase this. You can tell she's not quite ready to dump her life story on you, but you're a patient man.
Okay.
In any case, I do think it's in both our best interests. If you tell us what brings you to this town.
Well, other than myself, have you noticed any animals?
We found a cat.
Other
I
than
think she was
myself?
talking about. Yeah, I was just gonna say.
It was
Just going to say.
it was a different breed. It was orange.
We kind of adopted, I think it was a tabby, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
So he tried to run away. We couldn't figure out why, though. He doesn't seem like being in the town.
Exactly. There's been
No, there's also the birds.
awfully quiet.
Oh, I mean, like, look on the roofs. There's like hundreds of crows and whatnot.
Crows are all liars, though.
Are they? I would know. Do you talk to crows often?
Try me.
The world is a vast and strange place.
So
we were just about to head into the church.
all right. Well then. So we're gonna head into the church.
Yep.
All right. As you're heading to the church, there is a person who is trying to you see a person at the steps of the church who is he's kind of jiggling the handle. It's kind of like trying to push, and then he just kind of folds his arms all frustrated.
Can we help you, sir?
This person turns around. I'm going to be moving you all to where you see him. All right. So, Crimson, please describe your character.
Okay. What you see before you is a half-orc, roughly around 6 feet tall, decently built, maybe just a fair bit skinnier than most. He's wearing a long cloak and a hood. He has a crossbow slung over his back and a falchion at his hip. And he seems rather neurotic, like he's trying super hard to understand the things going on around him.
If you're trying to burgle the place, it's you made a mistake going to the front door.
No, I do not intend such ill omens. I fear this town has seen quite enough of those as of late.
So you've noticed it too.
Why are you trying to get inside the church?
I just sent you a PM, Crimson.
Yes, you did. I was just trying to investigate, and my gut was telling me the church was probably the best place to start.
I mean, we are looking for a priestess. I mean, as far as we know, she's supposed to be in there. You know, besides everyone else in this entire town telling us that they've never had a priestess.
Very interesting.
So, I guess we're all kind of in this together. Shall we venture inside and see what we find?
Lead the way.
All right.
I assume the door is locked because you seem to be
Yes.
having trouble with it.
The door is locked. So, it appears to have been. So you recall what people have said about just giving up going to the church. So logic dictates that the place has been locked.
Well, I'd really rather not damage a holy place of Pathfinder. Does anyone know how to gently open the door?
Are there
I
other?
can try, I can
Are
try
there-
picking the lock.
Are there other entrances, or maybe an open window?
There is no open window. They're all all the windows are stained glass, and they are in, I wouldn't say pristine condition, but they are in non-shattered condition.
And they will remain as such.
All right, so
Yeah.
Aliara, are you just going to attempt to lockpick?
Yes.
All right, hit that thievery check for me.
I'm not a devout man, but I don't resort to it's a sacrilege
But I am.
when I can help it.
All right. That is enough. It's without breaking anything. Luck of the Stars got a member medal. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you for gifting the thank you for gifting that. But yes, you do manage to yes, cleanly with even with Gray breathing down your neck. Just like he is staring daggers at you because he does not want you to break anything. And you didn't really have an intention to break anything. Just like, ugh,
Do you mind you're a little bit close?
Sorry, just a little bit protective. We've got a lot of individuals in our group who I am more than certain would happily shatter a window just to get in there.
Okay, 1, we can trust me not to do that. And 2, fair.
Yes, I forgot to turn on the ambience. But yes.
Oh, wrong button.
So,
A little less warm than would be expected from a Church of Lathander.
yes. The first thing you notice about this place is that it clearly hasn't been used in a long time.
Judging from the lock, at least we know it's just neglected and not looted.
This is a
Okay,
great Gothic building flanked by 2 tall spiraling towers, each inlaid with intricate stained glass. The place is utterly deserted.
So the first thing I kind of want to check is people have been telling us that they came here and no sermons have been given. What's with the big book in the front?
I think that'd be your department. You're more initiated in your mysteries than I am.
Yes. Oh, by the way, Feline, you can use WASDA, arrow keys, or click and drag to move your token.
Okay, I'm trying my best. It doesn't seem to be working. I may have to
There you go.
refresh.
There we go.
Does the chapel area look used at all?
It
Oh,
looks
there we
like
go.
all right. It looks like it has been used.
Which
Well-
would contradict the story that they've never had a priest teaching them.
Yes.
Johannes investigates the altar and the pulpits to see if they've been used at all.
Johannes, you do find a pile of sermon notes.
May I see those?
Be my guest.
I pick up the sermon notes and go through them.
All right.
Okay.
In summary, these sermons seem to be a part of a series about the nuances of honesty and truth. It is signed by Veronica Cinderward. The full transcript is as follows. If anyone else wants to read that, they are more than welcome.
Last week we spoke about ego as it is a lie fueled by pride and how it creates subtle, sometimes indiscernible misconceptions about oneself and other people. Today we will discuss the difference between honesty and truth. So they've definitely been doing sermons. So,
Or have them planned out.
no, last week they talked about, and today we will be discussing.
Right, forget that.
Yes.
So they've had sermons here. But everyone else we've talked to swears that they've never happened here.
In other words,
Oh.
shenanigans are afoot.
Some
Wait,
kind of
who-
shenanigans.
Do these pages have any dates to them?
The sermon does not. However, as you're flipping through the sermon notes, there's also a kind of another document tucked in between the pages.
All right. I pull that out and read it. Oh. It looks almost like a grocery list if someone was shopping for spells.
Huh.
Detect magic, see invisibility, and detect thoughts.
Ugh.
Usually you wouldn't need any of these spells unless illusion magic was being employed.
Yes. As you say that, Dara has sent out a pulse of detect magic. And
Case in point.
in this little area, you're kind of following you get a little ping right here. There underneath this little area, there's a lockbox.
I pull out the lockbox.
So yes, Dara, just everyone just hears this groan as this lockbox is being dragged across the floor. It echoes, and everyone's hair just kind of stands on end.
Wait. Can I do it? It doesn't go through because of the... Whatever. I can't do the nails on chalkboard.
Nope. So
Discord doesn't allow me.
Nope. So you're kind of studying this lockbox. It is locked.
Found a box.
Ara, would you please do the honors?
Yeah, I will.
Also, I would like to remind everyone, we are not looting the place. We are simply acquiring evidence.
Right.
Of course.
All right. You have success. So yes, very simple lock. Just opens very satisfyingly, and you find that.
Well, we maybe should have checked if there were traps first. Oh well.
Oops.
So, what you find is in this chest there are 3 little vials. Gray and Johannes, you two instantly recognize these as holy water.
All right.
And there are
Standard to keep stored.
And there are also several spell scrolls in here.
Are they the ones we saw on the list?
Some of them are, yes.
Which one specifically?
Locate, Calm Emotions, Sanctuary, Deafness, and Detect Poison. So here's the fun thing about Pathfinder 2nd Edition. If you have a spell scroll and it's a level above that something that you can normally cast, you don't have to worry about it. You can still cast it as long as that spell appears on your spell's tradition. Yet it's you could literally have a spell scroll of Wish as a level 1 player, and if you're an arcane spellcaster, you can cast it from the scroll.
You don't need to have it on your spell list. You just needs to be. You don't need to have it in your repertoire
Nope.
or prepared.
Nope.
Some of the
How about if you're-
items
not an arcane spellcaster.
Well, if it doesn't appear on your spell list, then you can't cast it.
I think thaumaturges are one of the exceptions because one of their feats allows them to
Yeah.
cast spell scrolls at a certain level,
Yes.
no matter which discipline.
So, there's something I want to show you all. This is your party sheet.
Ooh.
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 And I have just added these items to your stash. This is a shared inventory.
Ooh.
You all have your own individual inventories, but this is the shared one. So you guys can fight over whatever you guys can fight over it later.
Okay. I do want one of the holy water.
Yes. Yes.
Lucas, shut up.
We should definitely take note of these items.
Yes.
Um,
Also, in the lockbox, there is this.
Magic book.
Church investigation.
Yes, I
Atia
grouped
and
these.
restock on Snapdragon tonics.
So with the Snapdragon, I'm going to have to ask everyone to let's see.
I think I'm training this.
Oh, this. Oh, ooh. All right. Yeah. Dice in the chat, please. Let's see.
Feline, waiting on you.
Yeah. Falsified, there's that little dice icon in the chat. You just gotta click it.
Okay.
All you have to do is click it. It's fine.
I've got it. I did just click it. Whether it did anything is anyone's guess.
Pop-up should come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, just click normal roll.
Yeah.
If a pop-up didn't come up, click the dice again, and then click roll on the pop-up.
Yeah.
And if you're having trouble, let us know. Josh can forcibly do it for you.
Yeah.
I'm having quite a lot of issues.
Alright, that's fine.
As you can see, I'm still stuck down
there we go.
here.
We saw it.
All right.
No, you're over by the not the pews, but the
Yeah.
desks.
Yes. All right. So I'm gonna give this one. Okay. So I'm gonna give this one to Johannes because this is more his speed. Okay, so Snapdragon, for what you know, it's an herb that sort of soothes the mind. It's used in sort of benevolent witchcraft as well, in order to do just that.
When you
Or
say
also
soothe the
alchemy.
mind, what exactly do you mean by that?
sounds kind of like coffee.
Or opium?
It's not a drug. It's how do I put this?
If it's not a drug, then it's not coffee.
Would it be kind of like sage?
Yeah, it's kind of like sage or lavender.
Alright, so a meditative plant.
Yes.
So we've got a box full of spell scrolls and a list of spells. The only scrolls missing are the ones crossed out and speak with animals and blindness, but there's also a note next to the blindness one, out of stock. So presumably they're where the detect magic, see invisibly, and detect thoughts one were in here at one point.
Yeah, and also mentions Master Drake.
So
Is he like the local mage?
I assume so. So either a mage or a procurer or some kind of item procurer.
Sorry to interrupt, but Josh, the missus is asking you to check your Discord.
Oh. All right. I'll let you guys discuss things for a little bit. I gotta go check on something.
Okay.
Got it.
So I guessing the 3 crossed out ones is 3 that were used.
Yeah.
It's almost as if someone was trying to find something.
What would they be trying to find?
Oh, but
And in one of these cases, invisibility was employed, or something, or someone was not telling everything.
I mean, this is the kind of list of spells that I could imagine wanting to use if I was trying to ascertain the location or cause of something.
But
Right.
what?
Right.
That also being said, there's like heaps of evidence all over this place that the priestess was here.
Some kind of mind-altering spell was cast upon the populace,
Mm-hmm.
Potentially.
and not just
Also-
regarding the church. If the captain that got us anything to go by, an entire page of their history might have been torn out.
That, and I'm also a little interested in this ledger book. So they have a bunch of people's names in it, and some of them are crossed out, underlined. What was the significance of these individuals? Why is their name underlined?
I guess we'll have to find out from them.
I guess we'll... Wait. That's right. Didn't one of the... They mentioned previous... I remember them saying something about a... the tax collector that was going around.
Yes.
I mean, if a tax collector would have a list of all the people's names in the town.
Right.
But
Right.
but then the tax collector would know about our investigation. And we don't know his motives yet.
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing for them to know what we're trying to do, would it?
You don't meet many taxmen, do you?
No, not really. The church normally receives funds by donation. Donations are exempt from taxation.
I suppose.
Especially since most of it's used in charity work.
I suppose, but those donors still have to pay their taxes on the side.
I mean,
Render unto Lathanders was Lathanders.
indeed. Though most of the funds go into doing his work. Though I did hear from one of the other priests that some dubious churches will sometimes, not use it for what it's intended. I don't know of our church doing anything like that, but...
Now that you mention it, Victoria can't have been the only person running the church. Sure, she's officiated over services, but a place this big, it's got to have some people who keep the candles lit.
It would indeed have to have other priests.
Indeed,
Not just
it would be
one.
Or acolytes at the very least.
Maybe that's the list of names. The
Potentially.
list of people who used to work here.
So, well, only one way to find out. We need to find out where these people live. And again, the
If they
tax
live.
collector would know exactly where these people lived.
But again, we don't know his intentions, so we'll have to come up with a cover story.
Our cover story is, I mean, I don't see any motive, any reason for him to deny us. After all, we do have official documentation on why we're here.
Matthew.
Oh, yes.
Where you so you're looking at this particular area right down there.
Okay.
So this is a shallow pool that rests at the bottom of this large chamber before a statue of Lathander. The statue's hands cup and kind of flank a ornamental golden sun. What I'm gonna have to ask from you.
Was it like a font?
Yes, it's a font. And you're looking at it, and it's strange. There's something that feels important about it, but you can't really put your finger on it.
Does
What'd you find?
Does Johannes see what he's looking at?
Hey, I may need second opinion on this.
Yeah, sure. I'll
coming
go
too.
help out.
Please imagine that my counter is moving over there too. Darn thing.
I can give you my magical opinion. Don't ask me how.
Any sort of other opinion might be helpful.
There is a little leg on that dumb
Religion check in the chat.
20.
There is a little leg on the
Nothing.
animation for detect magic.
Much better. 19.
No, there's no limit.
No, I said there's a little lag
Little lag. Ah.
on the animation.
Alright. So I'm guessing, question. Feline, what browser are you using?
Firefox.
Well, I'm using that too, and I'm not having any problems.
Yeah.
You might.
Do you have hardware acceleration turned on?
Hardware
That usually helps out
acceleration?
a lot.
Alright, it's probably that. So, yeah. So what I need you to do is go to your settings of your browser. This is something that happens a lot in Foundry. Go to your search settings for hardware acceleration and turn that off.
On.
Or sorry, turn that
Put that
on.
on.
Sorry, turn that on. Blah. Sorry.
Okay, so it'd be under settings.
Yes. But while you're working on that, Gray, you realize that this font is a vision pool used for ritualistic communion with Lathander. In about 3 days during the equinox, you may commune with the Sun Lord.
And how far away is that?
3 days.
I explain the purpose of the pool to the party then.
Well, in that case, it looks like we might be coming back here in a little while.
It would seem so.
Can I detect any magic in the immediate vicinity?
Yes, you detect magic coming from this.
Magical.
I would sure like to hope that the gods haven't completely abandoned this town.
I mean, we are here.
Yes.
literally sent by the church.
Feline, were you able to get that? Were you able to figure that out?
I'm trying. My browser's moving extremely slowly.
All right. Well, what during the break, I'll help you. I'll help you out with that.
So, did you guys want to at least try to, I suppose, try to talk with the tax collector? Some of you expressed trepidation about that. I assume you want to do it carefully.
I mean,
Before we do, I did notice that there is stairs.
Yeah, I was just about to say something about that. Does they
Yeah.
actually lead anywhere?
Yes, they do.
And there are chairs.
The
I already checked the chairs.
the upper area would usually be where the singers would be. That
Sure enough.
Choir?
the choir.
All right. So
the
yeah,
choir.
I'm just going to notionally say. So Matthew, you head up the stairs. Oop.
Oh.
All right. What happened? I forgot to turn that off, didn't I? All right. Yep, I absolutely forgot to turn that off.
What is it, time?
No. I accidentally teleported his token somewhere else because I thought I turned it off, but I didn't. Let me fix that. All right, so Matthew, you head up the stairs, and sure enough, you do see choir pews, and you also see a giant church organ.
Fancy.
And heading up there, so are you going? So
Yeah, Matthew's gonna continue heading up.
all right.
There is an entire. There's not just a priest missing. There's an entire staff missing from this church.
That's kind of what we were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants to go up the other set of stairs.
It leads to the same place.
Does it kind of loop back around?
Yes, it does. And so as you're looking over, I'm just going to go over here and all right, Matthew. You get closer to the organ, and you're looking it up and down. You're unsure, but it still seems like it still works. But you also notice that there's a crumpled piece of paper, like, tossed all the way to the side.
I'm going to grab the paper. And
All
read
right.
it.
You open it up, and it's sheet music. And whatever lyrics it was written in, you can't read it.
I stayed downstairs, so I don't know about whatever it is he's reading.
So yeah, you're gonna run back. Are you gonna run back downstairs and show this to everybody?
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe I can make something out of it.
Yep.
Same.
How dusty is the organ?
So. Oh. Oops. My bad. That was the wrong one.
Worship song.
Yeah.
Wondering if anyone else could translate.
Nope.
I can read it.
Is that celestial?
Yes, indeed it
I-
is.
Oh, I can read it. Hand it here. Where art thou hiding, my sweet child, my sweet child? Why dost thou tremble in the night, my sweet child? I am here. Sleep deeply and free. Mother is hunting. Listen and follow into oblivion. Now in darkness, my sweet child, my hand extends unto thee, my sweet child, as I hunger. Sleep deeply and free. Mother is hunting. Listen and follow into oblivion. Open not thine eyes, for mother watches. Listen and follow into eternity.
Yeah, you're kind of blinking. I mean, yeah, it rhymes in celestial.
Has Johannes heard this song before?
No, he has not.
Johannes,
Would
Johannes,
Gray have heard this song?
No. As far as you know, just like, wait, mother? Lathander's a dude. Last time you checked.
Maybe he always was a woman, and you just never found out.
maybe I can make a religion check.
Pretty sure he would have corrected us after all this time. We can always ask him again in 3 days.
Aha.
Question. There are notes on the paper, right?
Yes.
Anybody here know how to play organ?
I can play a little bit of the lute.
Yeah, so appears that the only people who are trained in performance are Gray and Dara.
I can play sheet music a little slow. I'm not proficient in reading it.
As long as we can hear the song, we can get a general idea.
Yeah.
Right? I guess I can try it out.
And if you'll forgive me, I can try my hand at actually singing it.
Oh, no.
Fair enough.
I'm one of the few who can read this. So throw me a bone here.
All right.
All right. Gray walks over to the keys and fumbles his fingers across the keys and makes an attempt at pushing out the ditty.
All right. Because everybody is transfixed on this organ, I'm just going to move you to that map.
Would my check be assisting him?
Yes.
All right. Oh, come on!
Do you want to use a hero point?
I'm imagining as like Gray's playing, a big mote of dust kicks up and he inhales as he's about to sing.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna use a critical moment.
All right. Right-click your result and click reroll using a hero point.
Not good, but
Yeah.
could be worse.
Whatever.
All right. So
His throat is sore after inhaling all that dust.
Don't even get me started on a sore throat. One's coming on right now.
Oof.
all right. So as you're all right. So as you're playing through it, it's in a minor key, which is not super unusual. There's a lot of church music that's in a minor key. But yeah, this one's just, the song is just depressing. It's like one of those creepy lullabies that you hear, like "Oh Willow Whaley."
As we're playing it, Gray's like, this is definitely not Lathanderian music.
Actually, come to think of it, as he wraps up the song. Hang on. Hang on, I'm gonna check a wiki real quick, just to make a guess.
Wait a minute. Isn't the excuse me?
Sorry, dust
Isn't
in the air.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't the so far it's talking about almost the exact opposite of what's going on here. So what is the opposite of this god? They are usually
Exact.
Yeah.
Sun and light and truth.
And what's the opposite of that?
Lies and darkness.
And who is that?
Okay, that's gonna be another religion check.
This one I should do better on.
I'm not even sure Gray would really be totally tuned in on anything besides Lathandarian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll roll.
Oops.
Well, that's fine. It's yeah, you guys don't quite know.
I feel like Johannes would know this because even though he's not devout, he pays respects to Selune.
It's not saloon.
Is there a handwriting to the to the worship song?
What do you mean by handwriting?
Is it written in pen or is it calligraphied?
It's written in ink.
Okay, so someone wrote this not deliberately stylistically. All right. The sermons were written same way, correct?
Yes.
So I pull out the sermons and compare the penmanship style. Do they look similar?
Yes.
Why is the priestess of Lathander writing something so depressing?
Maybe she had a bad day.
I mean, why would you write it out in song? That implies you'd be deliberately trying to spread that bad day. Which is exactly the opposite of what we're supposed to be doing.
I have a feeling that this is related to why she went missing.
Uncanny. I still feel like some of our clues have some blanks that need filling. Those ledger names, and then, of course, the list of spells. I'm open for going towards either one. We could check out that, what's his name?
The master?
Tax one?
Wait, personal journal?
Oh. Where is it?
I didn't see personal journal.
Oh, yes. That's
Veronica Cinderward, personal journal. Nothing unusual about most of the entries, but 4 in particular seem to pop out. 44 days ago, I fear I'm losing my touch at making compelling sermons. The few pews are usually completely full during service, and yet some of my seats were empty today. I will have to try harder, which isn't easy when the mayor's taxes are bleeding me dry.
So she wasn't exempt.
That's odd.
Indeed.
40 days ago, last night, I received a vision from my lord. In the dream, he seemed to be warning me of a great evil taking root within the town. I must remain vigilant. 37 days ago, nearly half the pews were empty today, yet I cannot recall the name or faces of those who are missing. Maybe I'm just tired. I should visit Batia for a checkup, but just in case something much darker is at work here, I've decided to keep a physical record of every person who enters my doors. 31 days ago, I caught a thief in the night trying to steal the tithings of the month. That little gang skulking about town must have been altering my ledgers, and not just mine, but everyone else's. There are 15 names in my ledgers that apparently belong to no one. I have asked around, and yet outside my ledgers, these people seem not to exist. I am terrified at how deep this conspiracy goes, as something else happened today as well. I was standing by the well outside when a strange feeling of terror suddenly struck me. Then, just like that, 2 hours of my day seemed to just vanish, and I saw one of those little thugs darting behind an alley soon afterwards. This group, whatever they are, hold frightening powers. I have a few theories about how to fight back, but they will need to be tested.
I knew something was up with that well.
So there's something up with the well, and there's something up with a group that she was investigating.
Oh,
I'm assuming that's what the spell list is for. She was testing a theory. And the ledgers with the underlying names, those are the people that supposedly don't exist?
That would be my best guess.
Though, going around town, they also said that the priestess didn't exist. So,
What's also concerning me is this gang she's mentioned, and the 15 names on the list.
we have a list of names of people that supposedly stopped showing up to church, or at least supposedly don't exist.
We don't
And
know
I
if
say
those
supposed, and I say supposedly because supposedly the priestess isn't supposed to exist either.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know whether those two are related because eventually everyone left. We don't know if those were just the ones who bowed out early.
All right.
Oh.
But I feel like we have to set some ground rules here if we're to avoid the same fate as her. Rule number 1: you have to be careful about the water around here, if it's related to the well.
Okay, rule
Brought
number
you for a
1:
checkup.
do not drink the water.
I feel we should talk to this Badia person.
Yes.
Clearly the priestess was in contact with other people in the town.
Yes.
All right.
I believe I should go investigate her. Investigate Batia.
All right. So, if that's where we're going next, I believe we can take a 15-minute break. I have something.
Yep.
I have something I gotta do.
Yeah, I need to use the bathroom
Okay.
anyway.
All right.
Yep.
So we are going to take a break. So don't go anywhere.
Don't daddy gotta be a daddy.
All right. So we are back into the streets of Lionsmouth. I believe the party has decided that from their investigations, they believe their next lead is to this Batia person.
We're thinking of splitting up. Like one party would go to the tax collector, and the other would go to Batia.
All right. So if that is the case, then who is going where?
Johannes is going to lead the Batia party.
Okay. So we have.
Gray was
Gray
was going to go with what's his name to go and see the tax collector.
Okay. Okay. Johannes is going to the what party? Johannes is the
Batia party.
All right, and Gray is going to do the tax collector. Okay, so we got Batia right over here and tax collector right over here. Divide yourselves as you desire.
Yeah, I'm gonna go help out with the tax collector stuff.
Same.
All right. So that just
Oh boy.
All right.
You know what? Let's make it 4 and 4.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds about right.
All right. So, the leaders of the party, Johannes and Gray, we're going to make a contested roll to see which party we're going to do first.
Woohoo.
All right. So,
Woohoo.
I need to find a skill in which you are both equally trained in order to make this fair.
I just roll d20. Just rollies it.
Yeah.
Flip a coin, call in the hat in the air.
I call sides.
Oh, okay. So you're both the same in this one, apparently. That's interesting. Okay. Contested roll. All right.
All right.
We are going with Johannes first. This is the Batia group. All right. So, first problem. You don't know where you're going.
We go into the market square and ask around for directions.
Exactly, like a real man.
All right. So, as you're heading over to the marketplace, let's see. All right. All right. So you're gonna ask for directions. Society check from all of you.
Oh dear.
Right.
All right.
Horse.
All right. Is the dice still not cooperating with you? Phelan Medusa, is the dice still not, in the chat still not cooperating with you?
It doesn't look like it.
All right. I'll just roll it for you.
Thanks. Sorry about this.
Ooh, hello.
That's all right.
Not 20.
Yeah, nat 20.
That's funny.
All right. Well, Falsifa got the nat 20, so.
All right, fair.
All right, so Johannes, you're leading everyone to the market square because, you know, that's usually, you figure that's one of the better ways. Falsifa, you're looking around and you just kind of stop somebody for directions, just a rando. This is a kind of middle-aged woman with kind of brown scraggly hair. She looks you up and down, and she's a little surprised. Hello?
Oh,
Speak up.
sorry. Greetings. Sorry to stop you all of a sudden. I was just wondering, where I may find someone called Batia?
Her nose kind of wrinkles. And you've seen this kind of nose wrinkling before. It's that same look of disgust that you as a tiefling have often gotten. Yes, Batia, she's over there. She's down that street. She's you'll see which building it is. Trust me, it's really hard to miss.
Well, Falsa deflates a bit at the look of disgust. Well, thank you.
She just kind of turns her head and just kind of gives this heavy sigh. Just continues walking down the road.
Decides to let her go.
All right.
And turns to the street that she gestured to.
All right. You gesture to your party. You got a lead. And yes, where is it? So, yes, this quaint little alchemist shop is covered with plants and foliage. It also gives off a very distinct aroma. You're pretty sure, yes, you're absolutely sure this is an apothecary shop. And it says where is it? The White Serpent Apothecary.
Do you think this is the place?
Well, in any case, it's a welcome change from the normal sights and smells.
Yeah, I certainly think this is the place.
It's nice to see something green around these parts.
Schwartz just tilts his head.
All right. All right.
Something green that isn't dead.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, if I can get this to do that. So everybody can see what is going on. Turn that off. That way we can get in here. Oh. 1 second. The lighting. All right, here we go. So, as soon as you walk in,
But before we walk in, I stopped Alia. Not you, kitten. I got a special test for you. I need you to sneak around the back and take a complete inventory of her stocks. Don't worry, I will distract her with small talk.
Okay. And you're trusting me not to steal any catnip as well.
Don't. Would you steal the catnip, or would you get lost in it?
All right, so let's see how this goes. All right. All right. So,
Let's steal
are
the
you
catnip
okay?
first and then get lost in it.
Are you okay with that, or do you want to re-roll it?
I'm gonna re-roll it. Bloody anxiety.
All right, so yeah, we'll just right-click on the. Yep, just right-click on the result and re-roll using a hero point.
Nice.
Ooh, that's worse.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
We should be able to go inside and
Yeah.
keep her distracted.
All right. So, as soon as you enter, a little bell hanging over the door rings, and the smell is quite earthy and pungent. a gentle woman's voice rings out from the back room. Still out of Snapdragon tonics. My next batch won't be ready till tomorrow, I'm afraid. Try coming back later.
Yes. While that is disappointing, I was hoping to purchase something else.
Oh. 1 second.
Oh, catnip tabaxi.
All right. So this snake folk lady, she's got a bit of a cobra hood. She's dressed in like very loose fitting clothing, and you can see why this place is called the White Serpent Apothecary, because her skin is an alabaster hue. So, what can I do for you today?
Yes, I was I was hoping to get what would you recommend for late night? I've been interning at the local archive, and unfortunately the nights are going longer than I would prefer.
Well, are you wishing to stay awake during the night, or are you wishing to actually get a decent night's sleep?
The former.
Well, I mean, there's always coffee.
I hate coffee though.
What about green tea?
Doesn't quite do the trick after a while.
That is quite
To
unfortunate.
get something more potent.
Well, there are a few things that you really won't require a potion for. It's you can just get hopped up on sugar.
Trust me, gnomes and sugar aren't the best of combinations.
Depends on your perspective.
But, I'll take a look around, but before I do that, have you been visited by one Veronica Cinderward lately?
I don't think I know anyone by that name.
Well, you mentioned Snapdragon tonic. I'll do it, but I think she is telling the truth. Alright, where are you? I don't think I have sense motive.
Sense motive is just basic perception.
Alright.
I'm just rolling that to see what I notice.
All
Just
right.
trying to like whatever ingredients there are, and if anything suspicious.
Well, instead of a perception, you would have to make a this check.
Oh, medicine.
All right.
Well.
All right. So, Johannes, you're looking at her face, and I mean, kind of lizard faces are differently expressive compared to more humanoid faces, but no, she doesn't seem to be lying.
Well, in any case, you mentioned the Snapdragon tonics being sold out, and I just wonder who in town might be buying them, because I was just
Literally
hoping...
everyone.
Have they said why?
Headaches, nightmares, memory problems, everything that a Snapdragon tonic is supposed to help with. But I sell out almost the moment I finish a new batch.
Maybe I can help you in that regard. Herbology is something of a pet interest of mine. My father was a druid, so it just runs in the family.
I see. Well, if that is the case,
And again, I am interning at the archive, so I need a steady source of income. But if your need is that pressing, I can do it at a reduced fee.
I will keep that in. I will keep that in mind. So, what? I don't believe I've seen you all in town here. She steps behind the desk. Tell me, what is your business? So, tell me, what is all of your business here?
Again, I'm interning at the archive, and these two just happen to be in the same baggage train as mine.
Huh.
All right, here we go.
Getting out of there to be safe.
Ooh, okay, so Johannos. You notice that she's kind of her eyes kind of, you're noticing that her eyes are kind of narrowing at you. And she's kind of she's stroking her little cat statue. Is that all you are here for?
Well, when I say I'm interning at the archive, I suppose I didn't say exactly what I'm archiving. I'm archiving local folklore regarding those of the feline persuasion. They seem to be a recurring motif around here, and naturally, the folklorist in me was a little curious.
I see. Sorry, but I don't think you're being completely honest with me. So if you wish to actually do business with me, I would suggest you start spilling the beans right now.
What kind of herbs does Batia have in stock? Just looking at the aisle right next to me.
At the aisle, the basics. Like, a lot of these are ingredients used for antidotes, anti-venoms, disease, anti-disease, just health potions. Nothing really out of the ordinary.
In that case, well, Johannes puts down some gold pieces. I was also hoping to get some antidote ingredients on the side. I've had a few unfortunate run-ins with some snakes on the way here, and trust me, I do not want to go through that experience again.
She's kind of scratching. Her hand just kind of tenses around the little cat statue that she was stroking. I am not taking a damn coin from you until you stop lying to me.
Alright. It was a good attempt. I was telling the truth about Veronica Cinderwood. Apparently she was a priest of Lathander here, but again, no one seems to know she even exists, and unfortunately you seem to be no exception. However, it does seem like everyone here has been suffering some kind of memory issue, and they called me in to investigate the water supply, as that seems to be a primary suspect.
Her eyebrow raises. and she looks at the cat statue again, and she's looking back at you.
No, I wasn't lying about the cat statue though. I had seemed to have run into a little too many cats here for it to be coincidental.
Let me see. What makes you think I know anything about this Veronica Cinder ward?
Well, that's the thing. I figured you wouldn't, but we investigated the church, and the records there mentioned you specifically.
But I don't.
Do I have the?
I would assume you do.
Well, let's say I have scribing lore, right? So let's assume I wrote down a copy of the ledger book and the entry of the journal regarding her. So I show Batia the documents.
She looks at it. What? But that can't be right. She pulls out a ledger book. What? Huh? There's just this utter look of stupefaction on her face. But
Trust me, this is a natural reaction, and I'm not here to badger you.
Someone has been messing with my ledgers.
And unfortunately, it seems the same has been performed on the church ledgers as well. There are names recorded there that Veronica has never encountered before. I want you to keep this on the down low, but I think something is seriously wrong here. Something conspiratorial.
So, upon cursory examination, for those who weren't able to read that quickly, upon cursory examination, the missing priestess Veronica Cinderward has been a regular customer of Batia's for almost 15 years, or so the ledger book says, but her last purchase was a month and 3 days ago. She apparently purchased all manner of supplies, mostly for incense or ingredients for healing spells.
It is a lot to take in.
It is.
But the entire population of town has been unaccommodating at best. So I want to know if I have a friend in this, for the time being.
I see. Well, you did eventually tell me the truth, so I suppose I can trust you with this. You have but before she's able to finish her sentence, a man bursts in through the back. A frazzled-looking gentleman carrying books and a money box. He wobbles over to the counter. Batia, do you happen to have... And he just collapses to the floor. Oh no! Donald! Please, help me get him to the back.
Johannes helps him up to the best of his ability.
So,
Can I make a medicine roll?
yes, I was gonna have to have everyone here, everyone who could see that, make a medicine check. And all right, Johannes and Korth. I gotta give this one to Korth because Korth, you've seen this before. When you haven't eaten in a long time and you've just been running and running and running and running, this man is suffering extreme fatigue.
He's just tired.
Deathly tired.
Do you have any broth on the fire?
No, but I can make some. Of all the sicknesses today, I did not expect this one. I did not even have time to make any of the rest of the stuff because I have to make this bloody snapdragon tonics. So yeah. Batia looks up and sees Alyar at the door. Oh, hello. I didn't hear you come in.
Yeah. I heard a commotion from the outside and just wondering if everything was okay.
Everything is, well, it used to be okay, but it's going to be okay in a little bit. Just give me about 10 minutes. I'll get to whatever you want to purchase. Someone needs medical attention.
You need an extra set of hands?
No. Too many cooks in the kitchen.
You have food.
Actually, let me quickly check.
Actually, do any of us have our rations on us?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I have rations.
Yep.
Yeah. Korth is going to grab the rations, walk over, and toss it over to Donald Duck.
Aw, that's nice.
Oh, what the hell? Why am I Donald?
Yep.
All right, so after about 10 minutes, this man comes to. Oh, hi. Oh,
Now, what was all that about?
I'm so sorry. I've been trying to, and that's when everybody else comes in.
Oh yeah, Josh, did I notice anything from my medicine check? Trying to take
nothing
inventory on that?
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
This is when everybody else comes in.
Like the rest of the party?
Yeah, the rest of the party.
Oh.
Huh.
I'm the local tax collector.
Oh god. Oh
Wait,
god.
how
Did
did
you,
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
get
did you guys
tax
do
collector
something?
so quickly?
Yeah, Matthew's just like, found him!
Yep.
Well,
He's over here. He's over here, friends.
well, this is awkward.
Did you guys do something to him?
No.
We wanted to talk to the tax collector, not belliger and beat him up.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. It's just... It's nothing you did. Just for the past 3 days, I've just been walking back and forth down the streets, just trying to do my bloody job. And just...
You've been running into problems with your job.
Yes, I have been running into problems with my job. I'm sorry, you didn't deserve that.
Missing people?
Yes, how'd you know that?
big hunch. Well, honestly, a continuing problem since we got here.
Well,
Gray, could you come in with the document?
Sure.
hey. So, Gray comes in with the document. Do-do-do. All right.
Well, he seems far less. I just like to point out to the rest of my group, this gentleman seems far less hostile and intimidating than he made him out to be.
Let's just say I've had the not the best experience with his ilk.
Very well. Before I show him the document, well, okay, I can do both, I suppose, at the same time. So, let's see, there's the ledgers, the journal, the ledger book. Obviously, would be the priority number one. So, you probably are under the impression, like the rest of the town, that there is no priestess in the Church of Lathander, correct?
Well, yes, we've never had a priestess.
And yet, we were sent here by the Church of Lathander in Waterdeep to investigate the disappearance of a priestess. And when we investigated the church, we found not only ample evidence that there was a priestess in attendance there at the church, but evidence of an entire staff that has gone missing. Furthermore, we have sermons, documents, ledgers. The evidence is quite mountainous that she was there. And she apparently ran into the same ledger problem that you.
All right. Well, he shows you his ledgers. He shows no less than 30 names crossed off of his list.
Do they match her list?
A lot of the names do match.
What about the ones that don't?
Oh, I'm sorry. All of them match.
Oh, jeez. So, either these names have been added. Either these names have been added through some kind of, someone going and changing all of the ledgers simultaneously, or these people have gone missing and you just don't remember?
I think... Okay. Mass hallucination is a little bit of a stretch.
Okay, I would... Before you finish that sentence, we just came from a church where the priestess is the entire town does not remember her.
I ask question. Can I ask question?
You may ask question.
Time. Do the times line up?
What do you...
I'm asking if the time aims when, let's say, the priestess last wrote in her thing.
You mean the dates?
The dates, yeah.
And the the apothecary's ledgers?
Yeah. And the tax collector's ledgers.
So do all three ledgers match up?
Give or take a day or two. But yes, they do match up pretty closely. Give or take a day.
Okay. So, Mr. Taxman, there is even more evidence indicating that one, either extreme, rather elaborate tampering has occurred, or actual people are going missing.
Well, that's, You're not going to investigate me, you don't think I did it, do you?
doubt you have. I mean, you seem to barely have enough. Energy to walk up and down the street, let alone instigate this.
Oh, come on.
All right, society check in the chat.
Ted.
All right. Falsifa is the one who wins this.
Did who rolls for Falsifa?
Oh dear.
I did.
Okay.
So, Falsifa, you're kind of looking over Donald's ledgers. You kind of narrow your eyes at him. He's fudging them.
There's something not quite right about these. Something just doesn't add up.
You see it. You kind of see his eyes kind of shrink a little and his a little bead of sweat drips down his head. Well, of course, it's just that of course we just went over that. We just went over that things weren't adding up.
But yours are different. Not the names.
Different in what way?
Can I roll a perception check?
Well, you don't need to roll a perception check. It's the monetary amounts. He's been fudging the numbers.
Doy, sorry about that.
Yeah.
So what, he's embezzling?
The numbers.
Okay, so I'm bad at math. All right.
Then why are you a tax collector of all things?
I was going to say the exact same thing. You beat me to it.
I
That is like the #1 requirement for being a tax collector.
Now you're either in the wrong line of work, or
All right, you got me.
But why?
It's just okay. He's looking left and right. Look, I don't want to do this. All right? I'm trying to be an honest man here, but the postman.
I'm not stopping you.
The postman. The postman in the town.
What about him?
No, the postmen. The gang. There's a shake-up gang in town. And they've been. I made a mistake with the ledger one day, and they threatened to expose it as me deliberately doing it. If I didn't continue fudging the numbers, pocketing some of the change and giving it to them for their silence.
And have they told you this directly, or...
Yes, they have.
So you've seen them?
Yes, I have. Well, sort of. They wear masks.
Any features that stand out? Posture, body language, the color of their eyes, if you're able to see them?
Well, they look human. They look
They wear
humanoid.
fancy clothes?
Well, yes, they do. They look relatively humanoid. That they speak with local dialects. He's looking around again. He looks absolutely terrified. Look, I really should.
Where?
Look, I really shouldn't be telling you a lot of this. It's just they just contact me, but.
Karth, convince him.
Gonna eat him.
If he doesn't cooperate.
I mean, he can't talk if you eat him. Also, he's clearly the victim of blackmail.
Indeed.
Well, in that case, let me make things clear to him. You can either answer to the postman, or you can answer to my friend.
I
I tap him on the shoulder. I hand him a bottle of beer.
he looks at the beer, just downs it.
Where did you get that?
I stole it.
Hey, stealing's my job.
Not allowed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not out loud.
Magic.
Look, he just said, sorry, look, I don't know that I don't know much about the postman. They contact me, they blackmail me, but I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that they've done this to.
You said they wear masks?
Yes, they're
What?
Yep.
What kind
Full
of
face
masks?
or just their mouths.
just over their eyes, like sort of domino masks.
Did any of them have beards?
One second. I actually gotta check that. No, but one had some wicked sideburns.
Wicked sideburns. What color?
Black.
Black. Did you see their ears at all?
No, those are not visible behind the hoods. We don't.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't see quartz, unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
Look at that.
Drat. All right. Well, Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as Donald mentions, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one being blackmailed. You see Bhatia you see Bhatia look away.
You have to share with class.
Well,
It's alright. Unlike your friend here, you're not in any trouble.
but yes, you're right. I'm not in any trouble whatsoever. Because I haven't done anything wrong.
So he gets a pass because he gets a pass for being blackmailed, but she gets a pass because she's being blackmailed?
You forget that he's embezzling.
True, but how would
He's
they
also
be
being-
blackmailing her? Let me put the question to you directly. How are they blackmailing?
Well, I suppose I'm lucky that your catfolk friend over there didn't know what certain chemicals were.
Sure, and then you already knew I was here.
Well,
Chemicals. What do you mean by chemicals?
I was blackmailed too.
And what are they leveraging against you?
The fact that I accidentally spilled an addictive substance into one of my potions and I did not notice.
What
And
substance?
go on.
It was an opioid.
So
Oh.
you accidentally spilled opioids in your one of your concoctions.
Yes, I did not see that I didn't even notice it until the person came back demanding I remake the potion exactly as I did before, and I don't know what I did, and apparently they found out, and they asked me to keep doing it.
Who was the person who demanded the refund?
I actually can't remember.
Did you write it down in your ledger?
Probably. It's just I don't want to do this.
You've been drugging your customers?
She looks down and says, "Yes."
Well, this is a drugstore, is it not?
Yes, but
Not those kinds of drugs.
she's been doping up her customers.
You all feel a strange tremor.
Oh. What
What
was
was
that?
that?
I don't know.
Did everybody else, you all felt that?
Yes.
Dude.
Johannes is a thaumaturge. Does he recognize a sort of a tremor? Like with this fall under esoteric lore?
Yeah, you can roll that.
Actually, let me see if this works. Sorry for the double.
Detect magic. Other than the usual effects, Dara, no. Oh, very good roll. Johannes, this is a tremor of you don't know exactly what you did. You all did something. And that's created some sort of powerful reverberating effect. It stemmed from something it stemmed from something that you're pretty sure happened in this room.
There are no extra magical things in this room, though.
Don't panic, but I think we caused that. Just now.
What did we do? We just interrogated a bunch of...
Well, whatever made that, I don't think wanted us to find out what we just did.
What should we do with these two individuals? One's been doping up her customers without their consent or knowledge, and the other one has been, stealing money from law-abiding citizens.
Please, you can. Please, I'm not trying to do it, but it's. They'll kill us if we don't.
Johannes walks up to Batia. Does one of the postmen come personally to pick up the supplies?
Sometimes if the thing fancies them, they come in through the window and steal it and just try to scare me.
Do they follow any sort of schedule?
No, they don't.
Damn.
But if there's something, often they come in the middle of the night.
Do you have a spare room? Besides this one?
No, this is I eat, sleep in here. This is my livelihood.
Josh, how far is the inn from here?
Not far.
Tell you
I
what.
can stay.
Tell you what. What time is it right now?
I was actually going to suggest that exact thing.
Dara can stay. Dara's just a pup. It's just a puppet. No one would really notice if he just, stayed inanimate.
Yeah, you're right. And what if Falsif reverts to her cat form again?
How long does that last?
Let me actually check that.
Did the priest back at the Church of Lathander give us talking stones?
Sadly, I can only take pest form for a limited amount of time. 10 minutes at the most.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Yeah.
And in
Alright.
any case, I could probably just stake out from a nearby building.
We're going to come back later tonight to see if one of them will drop by. He turns to the tax collector. You will be coming with us, so you don't... Just in case you get the idea of informing them.
But why would I want them gone too!
If he's not doing his job, wouldn't that also raise suspicion?
Indeed.
Yes, I need to
Yeah,
report. I need to
definitely.
report back to the mayor about all of this. Well, not all of this, you understand, but
That would be bad.
Everything relevant to
Yes.
say.
yes.
Here's the deal. Report everything without incident, and we'll leave you out of this.
We will, I think I speak for everyone else here, that we're going to try and clear this
Can't hear you, Germo.
postman. You can't hear me?
Yeah, you're like really, really quiet right now.
A sec, let me try something.
Yeah, it's very garbled.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to talk through the mic from the other side of the room.
Think of it this way. You already
Can you hear me
fudged the
now?
numbers.
Yep.
Yeah, much better.
Alright, so I think I speak for everyone here that we're going to, while you're doing your job, we intend to try to resolve this postman issue.
He gives you a kind of a sad smile. I really hope you can.
So we'll tell you what. Report nothing out of the ordinary. You already fudged the numbers. This will be no different.
Yeah, well, the mayor's not supposed to know that I fudged the numbers. Oh, gosh, I feel so dirty saying that out loud.
And does he already know that you've been doing it?
No, he doesn't. That's the point.
Well, what will make this
You'll be
day
fine.
any? What makes this day any different?
You'll be fudging numbers in a good way. Shall we say?
Fine.
If that makes you feel better.
Nothing about today is making me feel better.
Join the club.
I mean, if you put it,
Just trying to help.
I mean, just a thought, perhaps a bit idealistic, but I mean, we do have a experienced thief in our group. We could perhaps steal back the embezzled funds from this group at some point. If he continues giving them embezzled funds, we could potentially get it all back. He's been keeping records. We could get it back to the people it belongs to.
That's not a... Well, I suppose there's no...
Is it in hard cash or a promissory note?
hard cash.
Hmm.
But I have
Also,
I had to keep record of all payments.
Does
Also, that plan would also involve us having the knowledge of where these postmen are stationed.
do you set aside the funds, or do they simply take it out of your current collection? Do you set it aside for them?
I set it aside. They don't take more than the agreed upon percentage.
Hold the phone. Gray goes back through the scrolls that was given to us. Scroll of locate. What if, I mean, we have a particular What if
Yeah.
you
I
deliver?
think I see.
Yeah. What if you deliver your
I
funds
see where
to
you're
them?
going with this.
Yes. You deliver your funds to them, and we cast locate on this specific, maybe a particular gold coin inside the purse you give to them.
Track them.
It's like his eyes just light
I
up.
like.
That's
I like
genius.
Yes.
We can
I
track
like
them to their
sound of it.
exact location. I mean, of course, we would be using evidence as a tool here, but I mean, as long as we keep a detailed record that we had this scroll, I suppose it doesn't hurt. Is anyone here good at making copies?
Johannes raised his hand.
Literal scribe.
I mean, there is also a scholar here.
Yeah.
Well, I ran a printing press, so
Yeah. Daniel's a scholar, but he's more of a hobbyist, if anything.
In order to preserve
yeah.
evidence, would you be able to recreate a convincing duplicate of this scroll so that we didn't lose evidence?
it should be easy enough.
All right.
Let me just
Then
take a look. Let me just get a good feel of his handwriting.
All right. So yes, there is a thing in 2E about forgeries.
Don't know.
Yeah. That's
I might. I'm assuming we're not gonna do a combat encounter just yet.
No. Yeah, I'm guessing we're probably not going to get to a combat encounter this session if at the rate we're going.
Supposedly.
Okay, much better.
Supposedly with an Arcana check, and as I understand it, it's possible to actually duplicate scrolls exactly that can actually repeat the effect. What's required to do that, Josh?
1 second.
I think it's gold and time.
Yeah.
We kind of have a little bit of time. How much time are we talking?
Normal rules? I think days?
Yeah. Normal. Yeah, crafting is
Okay, you want me to duplicate a scroll? Then that's a little on my purview.
but he can write down, he can copy like a lot of the runes and stuff using his scribing, but yeah, it's not going to have any of the power.
Consider this a prototype.
All right.
Very well. All right.
So
Well, I mean, that's good enough. If there's any other hidden notes, details, or whatever that might be disguised within the scroll, I mean, obviously would want to try not to lose any of that. Preserve as many details as you can.
1 second. I am going to look at. All right. So going to need. So, are you just going to do a particular coin or just my money bag?
I assume we'd probably want to do the coin. They might exchange money bags at some point.
All right, well, pick a coin and get a good look at it.
Very well.
All right.
Gray picks up a coin and scratches an X into it with his knife.
Very well.
There we go. Distinctive, unique, and easy to remember. And if observed, well, I mean, it's not like it gives off a magical aura, so even if it's inspected.
Very well. All right. I do have to continue my job. So,
That's probably for the best that you do, so as not to raise suspicion.
Yeah.
Yes. If no one's still mad at me, I'll just be taking my leave.
You want to enter the bridge.
I was never mad.
I mean, you did threaten to feed him to the lizard.
Yeah. Batias just kind of slumps against the wall.
I'm
not.
I apologize for the commotion we caused here.
I broke.
Trust me, this was not an ideal Sir, this wasn't an ideal outcome for any of us.
I broke the Hippocratic Oath. She did.
It's more of a suggestion.
I don't
really-
think it is actually. It's
really-
it's why it's called an oath.
Actually, does Hippocrates even exist in this setting?
Didn't think about that.
Tiny man asks too many questions.
Best not ask too many questions.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
yeah.
to
Well,
be fair,
whatever
River-
Faerun's equivalent is.
Yeah, to be fair, the River Styx exists in all iterations of Dungeons and Dragons.
True.
True.
This is Pathfinder.
It exists
Well,
in
whatever.
Pathfinder
This
too.
whatever. This game is getting confusing now.
All right, but yeah. So
it exists in all tabletops.
All right. So. All right. So, what's your plan now?
Do you have anything that could help us with our investigation?
And if the postmen come knocking around, I do want to buy those antidote ingredients.
Well, I could just sell you an antidote for a discount.
And that depends. I'm kind of strapped on cash at the moment.
How about this? She goes over and she picks up the little cat statue that she was stroking earlier. This is... I'm going to let you borrow this. Borrow.
It's cute. What is it?
This is a special item. And probably why your friend's little detect magic spell didn't affect it, because it was in the other room.
Wait, that's how you know I was already here.
This
Well, that's what I'm guessing.
this
So it's magical.
Yes, this statue, it is I used it to help secure my store. So when you touch the top of its head, statements made in front of this cat, the person glows different colors to the one who is touching it. It's how
So it's all-
she looks down at Johannes. That's how I was able to tell that you were lying.
I should have suspected.
If it glows green, the person is telling the full truth. If it is blue, they are telling an incomplete truth. If it is
Most dangerous truths.
if it is yellow, they are telling a technical truth. If it is red, they are telling a white lie. If it is black, they're just straight up lying to you. Maliciously.
So, did my friend glow black while he was in here? Were you lying to the good lady?
I wasn't sure if it was safe to reveal our true mission.
Oh, he was glowing black. Black as the blackest, darkest night. He was lying through his teeth.
Yeah.
I'm quite astonished in my party member.
Well,
Alright.
I shouldn't.
The
I
old
am not surprised.
the old Waterdeep instincts kicked in.
So, who
I'm the
gets to
thief.
hold the magic
I'm the one
cat?
that's normally lying.
So, who gets to hold the magic cat? The lie detector cat.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll hold it.
I was gonna-
Actually,
I was gonna say it'd be
what kind of knowledge roll would you roll for it? Occultism?
No, you just stroke the top of the cat's head, and you'd be able to see the auras.
No, just to get an idea of what it does.
That would be either Arcana or Occultism.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is a basic what it's like as she describes the auras, that finally clicks in your head what this is. This is a very common security system for shopkeepers. While it's not always a cat, it's always a different subtle object that shopkeepers touch in order to ascertain when someone is being when someone is being truthful about whether they want to actually buy something or if they're just there to steal something. Because magic items, magic herbs, people want to steal that stuff.
Okay, so
I feel like I would have known that.
It just didn't
So
click.
like
It didn't click for you immediately.
Yeah.
What's the range on the person to know if on the particular person lying or not?
10 feet.
Oh, okay.
For what it's worth, I didn't want to cause too many. I didn't want to cause you much trouble.
isn't she taking a big risk? Letting us borrow her security system while we're out investigating. Do you have other means of protecting your store, madam?
Yes, I do. It's just that one's the easiest.
Well,
But I figure if you're all going to be investigating, I figure I can lend it to you.
well, then we'll have to get it back to her as soon as possible then. All right.
All right.
Shall we attempt to follow the coins tonight?
Indeed.
All right.
We should probably send get a message to the tax collector to at least let us know when the blackmen have the postman have
Or maybe he could
collected.
or maybe he could
funds.
find you.
I suppose. You know what?
Yeah.
We should probably give it a day or two, maybe a day after the funds have been collected before we use the spell. After all, we don't want to raid a temporary storage location.
Maybe, but how do we know it won't be out of their stores by then?
Could try to follow it the mundane way first, and if we lose sight of it,
Yes.
All right. Well, I hope you figure it out, but I do have to get back to tending my shop and brewing up some potions.
Yes.
Of course.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to interfere with your business.
Of course.
Good day, madam.
All right.
all right.
Kortha taps Johansson.
Johannes.
This is going to take some getting used to. On the shoulder. Do you want me to stay?
Do you keep an eye on the shop? Life it or no, I can't make you do anything. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm back. Was I staying with the snake lady or no?
Yeah.
I-
So, is Dara staying with the snake lady?
I mean, that would be a good mundane way of potentially following. Of potentially following it. We probably want to try the mundane way first.
Yeah, I think Kortha is just going to stay behind as well.
You are kind of obvious.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, if you guys didn't notice during that whole time, Korth's feet were actually starting to camouflage in with the wooden floors.
Yes. He's actually, he can actually do that.
Oh.
Yes, I am a barbarian that can camouflage into their surroundings.
When they say that size isn't everything, people forget that goes the other way as well.
I like how we're slowly fading into the fog right here.
Yeah.
So a chameleon lizard folk.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, when people say size doesn't matter, people forget that also goes the other way as well.
So yeah, Kortha's just going to just curl up in the corner of the room and just take that time to blend in with his surroundings.
I want to ask Snake Lady, is it okay if we stay?
Well, as long as you don't get in my way too much, I think that's fine.
Is there a place with a good vantage point?
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same thing.
There is the roof.
That would probably not be a bad idea. One of you should probably watch the main point of entry, and the other should probably watch the back.
All right. This is an interesting plan. All right, so what are the rest? While they're going to be hiding out, what are the rest of you going to do?
We're gonna hang by the inn for the night.
All righty.
Yep.
Before we go, one of you should. How do we do this? One of us.
If only we had sending stones.
Or any
That
of
would
you
be
took, or any of you took the message cantrip.
Nope.
Actually, I don't think the message cantrip works that way.
The phone.
Yeah, I think message is one way. I think you're thinking of sending, where it's two-way.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. It's just like if two of you take the message.
Oh.
Don't you have to be able to see the person you're sending the message to?
Hey, Josh. Clerics
No, really.
can re-choose their spells every long rest. Does that include cantrips?
Yeah, you can re-prepare spells every long rest.
Does that include cantrips?
I guess it
Yeah,
does.
yes, that includes cantrips. But sorcerers can't.
Yeah.
Also, this is probably a moot point, but why do I seem to have the worst luck in working apothecaries over?
I don't know.
Well, I have the message spell. Does anyone else have the message spell?
I do not.
Nope.
I really should, but just never came across.
Does Dara have the message spell?
Nope.
So, you want me to roll a hide check, or what would you like for me to do?
I'll let you roll a hide check when it's relevant.
Okay.
Okay. Then I suppose I should hang out on the roof as well. I'm not all that experienced in the hiding. I mean,
I thought only those two were staying at the apothecary.
Yes, but if the postmen arrive, they're going to want to not just follow the bad guys, they're going to want to notify us that they're in pursuit, so that we can follow from a distance.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be notified by the screaming in the middle of the night.
I assume we don't want to actually alert them of their presence. We want them to lead us to their headquarters.
Yeah, like if we get into an altercation with them in the middle of the night, they'll guarantee us getting thrown out.
Then again, message is a cantrip. We could probably purchase a scroll of message. Where were these scrolls purchased from?
You don't know.
I asked the snake lady before we leave, is there a place one could procure or request creation of basic rudimentary spell scrolls?
No, we usually get those ordered in from Waterdeep.
Damn.
Okay, I guess I'll have to hide out with you and alert the party if someone shows up.
All right.
I'm, again, not that great at hiding, so I'll need some help.
Actually, before we left
I mean,
Batia's
if you want.
before we left Batia's shop, Johannes did purchase just a little bit of tobacco from her,
Oh,
just to make sure she didn't go completely unpatronized.
wait a minute. Hang on.
I don't know. I think there was plenty of patronizing going on.
1 second.
At least where Johannes is concerned. Because, you know, he was lying to her face.
Yeah. 1 second. Yeah, there, okay, so, yeah, that'll be, 5 silver
All right.
for that tobacco.
All right, 1 second. 5 silver. Hang on a second.
Yeah, you just, remove coins and just do 5 silver. It's at the little minus sign at the top right of your inventory. Do you want me to do it for you?
Yeah. I don't really have the right balance it. Anyway, I have more gold than I have silver.
Ah, okay. Well then. I thought it would do that. Okay.
Nah, it doesn't.
Okay, didn't need to do the remove value, not specific type. There we go.
All right, thank you.
You need to hit the checkbox of remove value, not specific type.
Got it.
All right. So, anywho, so these three are staking out, and the U4.
I mean, I could
You want
I
to?
could actually stake out since I'm more adept at hiding.
Okay, you want to stake out too, and the other 4 are just gonna head to the.
Yeah, I'm surprised that LER didn't stay behind the alleys.
All right.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that to Gray if he wanted to go on.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then you. All right. So you 4 are going to be staking out, and we'll head back to the Two Brothers Inn.
Cozy.
Yeah. Good stuff for about, what was it, 10 gold each?
Ah, you are back.
Yeah.
Before we departed, I wanted to make sure that they took care of Whiskers.
They did.
I want to make sure our party members take care of Whiskers too.
Yes. All right.
And we get a jug of wine to the table.
Oh yes, absolutely. 1 minute, I gotta figure out how much that costs. Because there is an actual cost for this. Alright, so... Okay, list of... Okay, so, well, it depends on how much you want. Do you want a bottle of fine wine, or do you want a bottle of regular wine?
Just regular wine.
Okay, so that's just going to be a single silver.
All right.
I'd hate to be the one to propose this, but I'm curious, how much longer is everyone planning on going for? This does seem like a decent place to stop, if ever, and I am I am going to be waking up rather early.
It's we could stop it soon, but I want to go for a few more minutes.
Yeah, let's go for
Okay.
let's go for a few. Let's go for a few more minutes.
Let's go up to the 30 mark here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I was just assessing, so.
All right.
Yeah, no, I got you.
All right. So you're sitting there just drinking wine, and yeah, it's before you even notice, it starts getting like really late.
So, Johannes, as night goes on, asks Daniel, "So, you're a scholar. What's your field of study?"
So far, it's just been nature in general. You know, the animals, the plants, the trees, all that good stuff.
What do I have some stories for you then?
Oh, trust me, I got a book series.
I've studied at Candlekeep for a spell, but I don't believe I've heard you. I've heard you cite it before, though it could be. Though it could just be after my time there.
All right. As you're continuing to chant and make merriment, you're starting to feel the pangs of tiredness get you. It is about time for bed.
And by the way, there's a reason I ordered the wine here. We can't trust, like I said, we can't trust the drinking water around here if the rumor about the well is to be believed.
Indeed.
True.
A good call.
Somehow I don't think the grapes are affected. But even then, we can't even trust the ale here.
Yeah, I meant to bring it up before. I forgot. But one of the other scrolls that we do possess is Detect Poison.
True. Though I don't know if it's literal poisoning the well or if it's a curse.
Also, don't they? I just had a thought. Don't they usually use water to dilute wine?
Yes, well, that's traveling. That would be traveling wine.
Yeah. Well.
And does this place really look like wine country?
Not particularly. Also, Detect Magic combined with the Detect Poison should eliminate, or should at least, it would at the very least answer an important question.
Put on some tests on the well tomorrow.
All right. So you head up to bed, and and with the other group, you know, it is a very quiet night. You know, I mean, other than the crows, like nothing really appears out of the ordinary. Go for most of the night. You try to go for most of the night, and you don't really hear anyone break into the apothecary. You're just quietly lulled to a deep sleep. So, one thing I need to do is Dar only sleeps for 4 hours. Yep.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh
boy. No, I meant.
Ooh.
Okay.
I am awake.
Can I use a hero point to reroll?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
You know, I'm going to use that hero roll too.
Nocturnal cat, baby.
Session's almost over, so might as well.
What the
Smoke-
deuce?
Smoke him if you got him.
Yeah.
I have been rolling weirdly
There we
high
go.
this game.
There we
Oh,
go.
we
Oh
all
my
rolled
goodness.
roll saving throws. Okay.
All right, so everybody over a 20.
Mhm.
Yes.
You find yourself standing in the middle of a busy road. All about you, the townsfolk bustle about their normal lives. It's watching you from the middle of the street. Everyone else walks around it, ignoring it, pretending like it's not there. It is watching you. Suddenly, a weight lifts. All around you, tiny noises that were muffled before begin to grow in volume and clarity. The creak of a door opening, the cough of a pedestrian, footsteps. It is watching you. You feel hot breath down your neck. You see flat, oversized teeth pulled into a savage grin. And that's where we're ending it for today.
Oh boy.
Oh,
So everyone over 20 saw that.
Yes, everyone.
Everyone over 20 had a horrific nightmare.
Yes, everyone over 20 had a horrific nightmare.
So, pretty much normal.
Yes,
Yeah, if that's the nightmare, then what did the people who failed experience?
normal dreams.
Seems like the people over 20 got the short end of the stick.
And he jinxed it.
Josh?
Yep.
Do we... what about everyone who failed the check?
Everyone who failed the check, they just have regular dreams.
Well, this is going to bring up some interesting conversations next session.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So, yes, enjoy your sleep paralysis demons.
So the ones who, so we succeeded and we saw the nightmare.
Yes.
That doesn't bode well.
mm,
No, it does not.
So,
So
it appears
I
that
assume-
it appears that the mystery deepens with this particular party. So,
mm.
So many questions, so many theories.
yes. So, how are we? How are we feeling?
Pretty invested.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah.
Very on edge.
Yeah. On edge and a little less confident.
Mm.
Yeah. So here's actually I want to see if I can actually see if this is possible, and this is only if everybody is okay with this.
Sure.
Sure.
Mm.
And only if this, I'm gonna see if this is, possible in terms of date. If you guys are willing to skip over November, we could still have our spooky session in October next week.
Oh?
Ooh.
Wow, I'd be up for
Ooh.
that.
Hmm.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
29?
So would I.
Maybe.
Okay.
That would be very poetic.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I'd be
will
We'll still
okay
blow
with
up
that.
October.
Yeah.
I'll have to get back to you on that.
Yeah, we'll have to make sure it works out with everybody's schedule, and everybody has to agree.
Because I want to, because it's the day before my birthday.
Oh,
Happy birthday
Even
to
better.
you.
Next week.
Happy birthday to you.
Next week.
I have a song ready, but
Well, hey.
unfortunately, it's got a bunch of copyrights stuck to it, so I can't use it.
But I need to know. I need to know what we have planned for my birthday. So I'll have to get back to you on that.
As I understand it, the happy birthday song is copyrighted, so every time someone
It's
sings
no. They was shot
no.
down in court.
Thank God, because that is the dumbest copyright possible.
so yes,
it,
so yes, we have our 2 new players. How's your guys' first session?
Pretty good. Apart from some technical issues and
Yeah.
a wee bit of stage fright.
Oh, don't worry.
Um,
Yeah, it's we'll work. We can work through the technical issues. It's just like everyone else here. It's like, how many times did we have to work through technical issues?
Oh,
every
don't even get me
session.
started.
9.
When didn't we have to work through technical issues? That's a
Exactly.
better question.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Josh Scorcher stream.
Yes.
And the
Yeah.
and the stage fright, it goes away pretty quickly. You get used to it after about 3 sessions.
Yeah.
Damn
As for
it.
me,
$2 from Fire Tower.
Yay.
As for me, I've enjoyed my first sessions.
Yes. Play the birthday song from Common Writer. Oh no.
Nah.
Do you have?
I was actually going to say home movies.
I got
Do you happen to have anything like the jump scare screams from Nightmare Tree and Temple of Nightmares from Welcome to the Show prepared? No. Those jump scares were specific to that. This, for that one, I was, I was intending to jump scare them. This one is more intended to create atmospheric dread.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank
Speaking
you.
of atmosphere,
I actually wonder how you try your hand at a Call of Cthulhu campaign.
that would be awesome.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't make me learn another rule set.
Percentage dice, Josh. Percentage dice.
so
I know the pain as a Vampire the Masquerade enthusiast.
speaking of new system, I just learned the Alien RPG rule system.
And believe it or not, I took a quick gander at it. It's actually really good. At first, I didn't think much of it because I thought, oh, it's just aliens, until Germo dropped the little nugget. It's like, no, you can use this rule. It actually says in the rules that you can use this rule set with other monsters.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
So basically,
it
the
doesn't have
Alien
to-
RPG
Oh, no.
is just designed as players versus monster.
in space.
So you were saying something, Feline?
oh, I was just going to mention about the atmosphere. I couldn't help but notice that the nice, peaceful music in the inn was from Silent Hill.
Nice.
Good catch.
Good catch. Good catch. Yes. Yes, I thought it would be quite appropriate to get an acoustic version of Silent Hill.
I got
Mhm.
actual chills from the reading of the what you call it, the reciting of the dream thing you just did.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Mhm.
You know, while we're on the topic of rule sets, you heard the that Crooked Moon module that's coming out in a week or so?
Crooked Moon.
Crooked Moon? What's that for?
It's like a Kickstarter campaign for like this fan-made 5e module. It's like a folk horror setting, but get this. It has music done by the guys behind the Beyond the Garden Wall soundtrack.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, way.
Yahweh.
I'll have to Tony for blasphemy for that.
Yes, and yes, Skyblaze picking up on and putting down the Legend of Dragoon music at the end. Virage Embryo. Oh man, I love that.
So I do have a question. The party stash, how do we move stuff from it to characters?
Oh,
And from characters to it?
well, you open up the sheet. It's in the actors tab. There's a little open sheet next to the party, but it doesn't have to stay the name of the party. Once you guys get a little bit more of an identity, we can change that.
Mm.
So once you guys decide on a group name,
Oh, so what? We just drag it to over their character name, or
yeah, you just drag it over to your character name.
does it does it give you quantity,
Uh,
or does it take the whole thing?
I believe it takes the whole thing.
Oh, can I drag it with something back into it?
Yeah, you can drag something back into it. Yes.
Okay. Did that actually work?
All right. Yeah, you drag it from the party thing to your character sheet, I believe. Or what are you trying to drag into your character sheet?
I tried to drag that to holy water,
All
and I think the game froze over me.
right, 1 second. Let me check it.
Because I literally dragged it.
Okay. So yeah, you drag. Actually, drag it from there to your little picture on the left.
Okay. Oh, how many items do you wish to? There it is. That's what I did. It froze because it was trying to load that up.
Yeah.
So that does work.
Yeah.
You drag it to your icon on the left.
Yes.
I want one.
Dara, and it lets you know what you take. Dara takes the holy water from the party stash.
Okay, so people can't ninja.
No, people cannot ninja. But yes. So, I believe that is about it for today. I'm going to read the credits real quick. No, yeah, that's a total worth in the item. Okay, so yes, thank you for purchasing a medal, Cole. Appreciate it. Super Chat Artillery, Fire Tower V, and Killua Morales. Appreciate your continued support. So yes, gonna get this edited down and uploaded later. Have a lovely day and take care.